How many times in our lives have we, given up diets, or maybe we tried a personal trainer, or we started a business, or we got into a relationship, or we tried to do something and it just didn't work. And we never look at the strategy. We always just say to ourselves, we look at it so black and white, and we just say to ourselves, well, we couldn't do it in the past, why try again? And I feel like that's one of the worst things that we could possibly fall victim to, is falling into that belief that the past defined us. The past does not define the future. Each and every day is a brand new beginning to find a new strategy, right? To find a new coach, to find a new way to make it work. All because we failed in the past doesn't mean that we have to follow that same model. We could change, but in order to change the outside world, guess what? We've got to change. We've got to change our thoughts. We've got to change our mindset. We've got to change our attitude. We've got to change the actions. We've got to change our perception. On the other side of fear, on the other side of challenge, on the other side of the unknown, that's where all the good stuff lies. That's where the freedom is. That's where the success is. That's where that good feeling, that's where it's hanging out. It's hanging out on the other side of fear. So if you're sitting on the sideline and you're worried, you're saying to yourself, I'm gonna lose money, I'm gonna make a mistake, I'm gonna screw up. First thing you gotta do is change your psychology. A lot of people think that the strategy is the most important thing. The strategy of selling clothing on eBay, or books on Amazon, or wholesale, or private label. Success doesn't lie within the strategy. Success typically lies within the psychology. It's how you think. Do you have positive self-talk? If you're saying to yourself, I'm gonna screw up, I'm gonna mess up, I'm not good enough, I always screw everything up in the past, I always quit everything, I always fail, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this, I'm not as smart as Rally Roots, I'm not as smart as Bonafide, I'm not as smart as Raiken, or I don't have the drive that Raiken has, or whatever the excuse is, you already lost the game. So at that point, I would really start to work on your psychology. Get yourself in a morning routine, start working out, start talking to yourself more positive, start writing down on note cards. I'm a successful eBay seller. I made my first $100 on eBay this month. If I invest myself 100% and I take the time to study and learn and take action, I will always find a way to be successful. Start talking to yourself like that, and you're gonna find success much quicker. I know what it's like to be sitting on the sideline. I know what it's like to be scared and terrified, and I grew up and I was a loser my whole life. I quit everything that I started. I was always trying to take the shortcuts, right? I was hustling. That's what I got arrested for. I was hustling. I was selling weed and I got arrested. Always taking shortcuts in school, cheating, copying others on quizzes and tests. Always trying to get the result without putting the work in. And the simple fact is, you gotta put the work in. You gotta face the fear. You're gonna make mistakes. Nobody knows how this game is played of reselling. Doesn't matter what course you take, what video you watch, I don't care. It's your psychology, it's taking action, it's getting started, it's immersing yourself in the process. If you're struggling right now in your business, if you're having a hard time maintaining your health, if you're really not where you wanna be, one of the best things that you can do is start to, one, get yourself around people on a whole nother level than you, and two, bring some accountability into your life. If you're hanging out with the wrong people, if you're hanging out with people who are complaining, if you're hanging out with people who, maybe they're working 9-to-5 jobs, which is perfectly fine, but you hate your job and you believe that the way to success is building your own business, the way to freedom is building your own business, but you're hanging around all these people who are working jobs and who believe that quitting your job is stupid, who believe building a business is too risky, who believe it takes too much capital, that you need to go to college, all these different limiting beliefs. If they all believe these things and you're hanging out with them all the time, you're gonna have a hard time, a really hard time, starting and succeeding in your own business. The same goes with if you wanna be healthy, if you wanna start running, if you wanna feel better about yourself, if you wanna stop gossiping. But you're hanging out with people who are eating junk food all the time, who are drinking all the time. If you're hanging out with people who are miserable and you wanna be happy, you're going to have a hard time being successful. Here's the truth. A lot of times in life, we're gonna have a vision, we're gonna have a goal, right? We're gonna have all these amazing things that we wanna accomplish in our life, and we're gonna write them down, but sometimes they're not going to go according to plan. And the crazy thing is, if you keep moving forward, even when you get knocked down, even when the real estate market turns, even when maybe you lose your money in the stocks, or maybe you start an eBay business, or you launch your first private label product and things don't work, don't give up, because those trials and those tribulations are making you stronger, and they're helping you to build that thick skin that you need and that courage that you need to move forward and to take that next step. That next stepping stone could lead to something amazing. You might be running an eBay business right now, making a couple $1,000s a month, or maybe you're selling on Poshmark, or maybe you're flipping toys, you know, on Facebook Marketplace, or whatever you're doing right now. Maybe you're having success, maybe you're not. Regardless, if you have a bigger goal and a bigger vision, keep pushing forward. Take that thought, take that ambition, take that vision, write it down, create a goal, but don't be so obsessed with, you know, the vehicle. Maybe your vehicle's eBay or private label or wholesale. Don't be obsessed with the vehicle, be obsessed with the vision and the outcome, and anytime things go wrong, you find a new way, right? You zig and you zag. You take that next step forward. You hire a mentor, you hire a coach, you figure out what that vehicle is going to be for you.